Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Marcus Jones, a return man. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 18 carries, 72 yards.
And now that he's playing
his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now Lawrence on first down. Screenplay, here's ETN.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Now Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a third down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with ETN.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Here we go now on first and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year.
And the Jags put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 21 carries, 94 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame, he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Here comes the Saints punter now.
And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The Jaguars at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 right at the 40.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Duvernay in motion. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
He takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bigsby once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Bigsby.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Luke Farrell, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 1st down, Carr. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here.
This one taken in by Olave.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
3rd and 3.
Carr. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Here's Carr. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Carr again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Carr.
Throwing the out route, he's got Parker.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
On play action, Lawrence. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders. Every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Gets through, and now an opening.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 32 on the play. Carr going to throw.
Over the middle, he's got Parker.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Carr. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Kamara will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Marcus Jones picks it, and the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. A little juke. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports.
From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Carr.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Carr to throw. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
12 yards on the return that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh, look at the juke. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2nd down and 4.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From midfield, here's Carr.
That one completes to Parker.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here's Jones on the return. 31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced incompletion on 1st down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good.
And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A beautiful fake. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A run here with Bigsby.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
70 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And Bigsby once more.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Tank Bigsby
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
To throw his Carr.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
guard, Cesar Ruiz. Here's 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Carr back to Kamara for another catch. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And the Jags grab it down the right sideline.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Another run by Bigsby.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Johnson.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Johnson again.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Dearness Johnson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jaguars take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carr.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Again, it's Carr.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, here's Bigsby.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
114 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far. Here's Bigsby.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the carry, Bigsby.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards that time. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about. A true team game, and they got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take
today. From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's Week 8 of the NFL.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Lawrence looking to pass on the first play.
It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence to throw. Going
right side here, and that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Etienne up the middle.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Here's a 2nd and 8. Etienne once more.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. A handoff for Warren. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
23 yards the pickup there. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receivers understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
The tackle by Eric Armstead. Wilson. Washington's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So the completion there, but Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pickens.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now the 3rd-year man, Najee Harris.
And room there to work it inside the 25. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5. Now it's Wilson.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
On the delay, here's Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
On the give, it's Warren. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they...
And now off to the races down the right side. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Darnell Washington.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down.
Finds Pickens outright.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
On the run, it's Warren.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll run it. Warren. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. They go play action with Wilson.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Wilson.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. That's taken inside his own 40. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here's Warren.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now a run with Warren.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, what a move. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Travis Etienne and the Jags offense set to take over again here.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now the try here for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
1 more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Wilson. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. A touchdown pass there for the rookie number 2.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Wilson.
That went down the field for Freiermuth.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Here's the rookie from Auburn, Tank Bigsby.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. On the slant, he's got Davis.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Bigsby.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Here's Wilson to throw.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle they go. Warren. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
But whatever they were trying to call, Chad Muma had it read from the start, getting behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This is Harris on the draw. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. On the draw, it's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on 2nd down.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a two-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
It'll be a pickup of 4 and a break. It's up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jags are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Devin Lloyd
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's got some space here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
138 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st down, right back to Etienne.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Etienne once more.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A handoff for Etienne.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
They'll run with Etienne.
They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jaguars up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though,
and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Jags grab it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jags,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.